Say the first day. Yes, it's the first day of the lunar Chinese New Year. And so it's a great day to be wearing pink or red or something. I just did my workout and I was thinking, what should I talk about today? On my drive home from work, I was thinking, I should talk about, would you rather be not accepted, like rejected, not embraced? Would you rather be not accepted for the genuine, real version of you? Or would you rather be instead, or would you rather be mule? Would you rather be a mule? No. Would you rather be accepted fully for a diluted, counterfeit version of you? Like, for instance, I was talking to one of my clients and we were talking about like sharing ourselves fully with our spouse. And it's risky, right? It's really, really scary to think, gosh, like what would happen if I shared myself fully with my spouse? Would he accept me? Would he not accept me? How would the conversation go? Like, would he think, gosh, like you're not exactly the woman I married. I don't know. Like, I'm sorry. Maybe you're not for me, right? I think that's probably one of the worst things that happens. Like you totally get rejected, or instead, he might be, wow, I never knew these things about you, and I'm so glad you shared them with me. So now I can understand you better, and I do get you a little bit more, and that actually strengthens the relationship, the intimacy, the closeness, because you exchange energy and you get each other on a more profound level. Like, what if that was the payoff instead? But it's scary, right? It's really scary. Like when I thought about like if I shared myself fully with my husband, what if he rejects me? What if he doesn't like what he meets? What if he doesn't like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe you have all this dialogue and doubt in your mind. I can't believe you weren't the logical woman I always thought you were. Like, what happened to the strong, unemotional person that I thought you were? Because I was so good about being guarded. I was so good about like not showing my emotions. I was so good about putting up these walls of protection. I was so good about not sharing myself fully. And I thought, that's awesome. That's so good.
I got some keys.
Oh, thank you.
These keys are special.
These keys are special.
Because I stole them from the poultry pub that had them.
Okay, thank you.
Oh no, he escaped.
Do you want to say hi?
Hi.
Here, stand on the chair. Oh. Okay. So Austin wants to say hi. So what are you doing? What's with your poltergeist and backpack thing? What is that for?
The poltergeist 5,000 and it's for the ghosts.
It's for the ghosts. He's been playing
Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon.
Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, and in that game, they suck up the ghosts with their poltergeist 5,000.
Yeah, you have to actually turn it into a poltergeist by using the back button on the very back. And this first one, the first one with the ghosts inside, though, you can stack them up by using that.
Okay.
But the white is on, and then they're captured, and they go all the way into the poltergeist 5,000.
Well, there you have it. In case you wanted to get an idea what that game is like where do you go play? Nickel-Rama?
Yeah, I played it at Nickel-Rama.
Where else do they have that game? Do they have it at Chuck E. Cheese?
No. They had it in California.
They have it in California.
In Adventure Landing.
Adventure Landing has the
yeah,
game.
It's very far away.
It's further away. We're in Richardson.
I think it's in San Diego.
There's one in San Diego?
Yeah, I think it's in San Diego.
Okay. Can you say goodbye?
Bye.
Bye.
Whew. Let's just go and more.
You're gonna go suck up some more ghosts?
Yeah, I need one key.
Okay, so these are his keys.
One of the doors are locked.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna lock them.
There you have it. In case you're wondering how to suck up the ghost with your Poltergeist 5000, this is what you do. You get 2 of these flashlights so that when one of your kids has one, the other one doesn't have one, then you can say, here, each of you have one and stop fighting. So yeah, I was sharing with you that I was thinking about how much effort it takes to be like a less genuine version of you and to be like the true version of you. It's like living a lie, you know, like you have to keep up with all these lies. And I
already unlocked it.
Okay, you already unlocked the keys? And so I was thinking, okay, what are some good examples of like, what's a weird example, right? So a weird example is like saying, here's this diamond, it's real, it's genuine, and it's worth $10,000. And then there's this not real diamond over here. It is real, but I'm going to call it CZ cubic zirconia. And I'm going to say that it's worth $500. But actually, it's a real diamond. But I'm not going to say it's a real diamond. In fact, I'm going to say it's a CZ instead. And it's only worth $500. Like, do you see like how complicated it got to think of it in that terms? Like, it took like at least 5 sentences to explain a counterfeit version of the diamond. When you simply could say, okay, here's the diamond. It's worth $10,000. Do you accept it? Do you like it? You know, do you want it or not? And then there's this counterfeit version, and like it takes like 5 sentences to explain like why it's counterfeit and why it's not counterfeit, and like it gets so complicated, and like it's energy draining. You know, like when you're not fully yourself and you're trying to remember, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be guarded. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be fake. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be a certain way. Oh yeah, I'm in this work environment, so I'm supposed to be this way. Or oh yeah, I'm talking with my husband, so I'm supposed to be a different way. Oh yeah, I'm talking with my mom, so I'm supposed to be a different way. Like it takes so much work, you know. It's just why aren't we just the same person all around, just the genuine version of ourselves? And then some people may accept us and love us as we are, and some people aren't, and they're not going to, you know, and that's perfectly okay. So what if we were actually okay with that for a change? And then we wouldn't be so like we wouldn't be so torn, or we wouldn't be so biased, we wouldn't be so affected. Like it's just less work. I'm all about less work, right? Why would we create more work for ourselves? Like, it's taxing, it's energy draining, so why would we be that way? I was thinking, gosh, like, that's stupid. What else I want to talk to you about? Oh yes, so I also want to talk to you. Today is the first day of the lunar year. It is the year of the pig, the earth pig. I'm not sure what that means exactly, but I think my dad is an earth pig and my mom is a fire rat. And I am, you know, I'm a ram, a goat, but I'm not sure what element I am. I don't know. But
hey, Mom, you pixelated me here.
I pixelated you here?
Yeah. You know what pixelated mean?
What does pixelated mean?
That means you go to a place.
Oh.
Like Professor Lee got Pixel Luigi at the Haunted Mansion.
Oh.
And he pixelated back when he was finished.
Okay.
But I was finished, and I stacked up the ghosts.
Hey, Ever, will you check on my brownies and take them out?
Hey, Professor Egot, I stacked up a ghost.
Oh, thank you.
Now I'll put
Professor
it in the
Egot
machine.
today.
I'll put it in the machine.
Okay, he's going to be putting them into the machine.
No, but the bed is the machine.
The bed is the machine. The kids are so creative. Like, you don't need to go take him to an arcade. Just take him to the arcade once and he'll go home and he'll recreate the game, right? He's being fully expressed. He's not holding back. He's not suppressing himself. He's being him without fear of me judging him or thinking like, oh my gosh, he's this way or that. Like, why is he being this way? Why is he having that active imagination?
In order to pixelate me back is you press A. And you pixelated me at the Luigi Mansion Dark Move. Then you have to press this button to pixelate me at the haunted house.
Okay. I think you need to go pee-pee.
On the remote control. No,
you need to go potty? You're doing the pee-pee dance?
No, I'm not. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, now press the button. Press
Oh.
this button.
Okay, I just sent him back because I pushed the button on the box, which is how you pixelate him back, in case you're wondering. Okay, So I wanted to share with you about life coaching. Like, what's life coaching? You know, and I wanted to be sure that I was really clear with you about what I do for a living. So as for a living, for what I truly enjoy, my sole purpose is I'm a life coach, meaning I help you with your life. And there's nothing wrong with your life. There's nothing wrong with you. You're whole, you're complete, you're perfect exactly the way you are. What you could access, however, is a profoundly, it's a very powerful way of living. It's a different paradigm. It already exists. It's a world that you create, a life that you create for yourself based on all that resonates with you, based on everything that is soul expansive for you, everything that is soul aligned for you. And many of us don't know how to access it. We don't know the kind of life we could live.
Mama, when I stacked up a ghost, then I'm finished.
Okay.
So, I stacked up a ghost.
Okay, thank you. So when you hire me to be your life coach.
Did you press A?
Yes, A.
Okay. And now I'm back and I'm
Okay, now push B. Go back.
No, I'm not. Hey, don't push B yet, Professor Liga. I have to put the ghost in the machine.
Okay, put the ghost in the machine. Okay, so the life coach, how I work is I provide this space and this energy for you. And it's one of love, and it's one without judgment, and it's one without right or wrong. But it's also about how you can access a truly powerful version of you. And how it works is we talk on a weekly basis for an hour virtually. So you don't have to be in Texas. You don't have to be local. I happen to live in Texas, but you can live in Australia or United Kingdom or something. It doesn't matter. You can live in any other state as long as you have internet access and you have a computer or a phone, probably a computer or a phone with a camera. And so we use an app and we speak to each other kind of like through video conferencing. And these calls that we have are utterly life-changing, utterly amazing. And I listen very closely to what you are saying because I don't have any answers that are brand new to you. You already have all your answers, everything you need within you. You're whole, complete, and perfect just the way you are. The only thing is you might not know that you have the answers. You may not know the power that exists within you. Ava, we don't hit the floor. But what I do is I listen very closely to what you say. I listen to your blind spots. I listen to...
Mama, we should get that out of the package so it's much easier to put.
Okay. And I listen to any limiting language you use. And if you're being very slippery, if you're going down some slippery slope about something...
Hey, I need something...
Ava, no.
I need something very special for Kimbo.
I will call you out. And Mama, I will point out your blind spots.
Mama,
and I will guide you.
Professor Liga, I need something very special for Kimbo.
Hey, don't kick my camera. Hey, don't kick my camera. So I will guide you to the answers that you already have within your fingertips. No, Ava, within your very being. You just don't know that you have the answers. So that's what I do as a life coach. And you're like, okay, so I kind of have an idea what she's talking about. I have these answers within me. I have these solutions. I know my sole purpose. I know what I like to do. I know what kind of relationship I desire to have with my husband or my spouse or my mom or my kids. The only thing is I'm not doing it, right? I'm not living it. I imagine how my life could be, and I'm just not living how I desire my life to be. Yes, that's what I'm saying. And you're like, but okay, so what if I desire my life to be a certain way? So what if I desire to have a deeply meaningful, powerful relationship with my husband? So what if I desire to speak with my kids with wisdom and presence and with love and with gratitude? So what? It's just a wish, right? I'm saying that if you can think of it and you can desire it and you can envision it or not even envision it, it exists. That paradigm already exists. That vibrational frequency, that realm already exists. The only thing is you don't know how to access it. You're like, how? Like, how would I access that? How could I transform my relation with my husband? How could I transform my conversations with him? How could I transform my relation with my mom? Like, how could I have a powerful conversation with my mother going forward? Like, how could I shift the way I see myself, my relation with myself?
Hey, Mama, this is the pixelator stream.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay.
Here it is.
Okay. So,
okay. So press these buttons.
That's the thing.
And hey, you press start, then I have to start.
Okay. And so it already exists.
You have to pixelate me first and then press start.
Okay. So the thing is, it already exists. You already have it within you. You just don't know how to access it. You forgot.
Hey, Mama, first I need something.
Okay.
I'm Professor D.
And so that's the power of having a life coach. Like, I didn't know I could access a fulfilling life. I didn't know I could access a happy life. I didn't know that my happiness is actually a choice. I didn't know I could transform my relationship with money. I didn't know I could have deep, powerful conversations day in, day out. I didn't know I could actually bring a powerful version of me into my house and have powerful conversations with my mom, my husband, to look at my kids with wonder and surprise and love and deep gratitude day in, day out. Like, it sounds nice, but how do you actually live that way?
Professor Negat, you know I have 2 of these.
Oh, you have 2. And the thing is, you have access to that. I can show you how you can have access to that, how you can tap into it. Yes.
Mama, Professor Negat, can you know these things are special? They're supposed to be connected to the poltergeist, but we need somebody to help.
Oh, well, this one's about going out.
Because with King Boo, because he's the strongest.
Okay, well, let me finish my video and then you can talk some more. Okay?
And then can you be with me?
Yep, and then we'll hang out.
And play Luigi Mansion Dark Moon.
Okay. So, yes, so as a life coach, I help you access all of that. That's what I do for a living. And I don't know how it works exactly. I just know it works. And maybe it's my intention that we'll have these deeply meaningful, powerful conversations. Maybe it's a gift I have. Maybe it's my sole purpose.
Hey, Mama, it's almost King Boo, Luigi.
Remember, you said you let me finish the video first.
Yeah, but when you are on the video, then you'll have to be Professor Negat.
Okay. Hey, Everett, did you ever take the brownies out of the oven? Okay, thanks. I baked some chickpea brownies for the kids. Can you give that back to Ava, please?
Then
Thank you.
Can I also one of those?
Yeah, take it.
Okay. But where are they, Professor Negat?
They're right here.
But these are not phones. Those are just.
I'm busy using the phone. So if you let me finish the video, then I can take them off for you to use them.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the power of having a life coach in your life. You get access to this infinitely powerful version of you, where you are utterly fulfilled and happy, and you live a deeply meaningful life. And all the stuff that you thought was not possible, I'm here to tell you it is possible. And you actually have the power to create the life that you desire. And I know it sounds too good to be true, right? It sounds like, what? How could that possibly? How could that possibly be real? How could I, little old me, have the power to create the life I desire to live? You just do. That is your divine right. You're born with it. You actually have that ability. You are a being of light. You are a child of God. You are a manifestation of the multiverse. Of course you have the power within your hands, within your very being, within your soul. You just forgot when you incarnated into this planet in the human form, and your soul is dragging this body around in this 3D world, operating this body and stuff like that. And why do you think you need to sleep? Because your soul is like, I'm tired of dragging that body around. I need to rest. Just let me rest. And so that's when you can connect to the higher source and you can rest. And the soul can stop dragging your body around because your soul is so tired of it, right? Love you, Lauren. I'm looking forward to the museum tomorrow. And so like, you have that power within your fingertips. You have that power within you. You just don't know how to access it. And so that's where I come in. That's what I do for a living. I love it deeply, and I learned how to access it. And so I will show you how to access it. And it's funny because you think, when I sign up as a life coach.
Do you know I can get in by using these? Mm-hmm. It's Professor Negan. Yes. These keys are special. These keys are good. Can I use these keys? Mm-hmm.
So, when I signed up for a life coach, I thought I was going to learn the 12 steps to...
Hey, Mama, I don't have any pockets.
It's okay. You can stick it in your backpack.
But that's my poltergeist.
It's okay. There's compartments on the side. There's pockets on the outside.
Okay.
So when I hired a life coach, I thought, oh yeah, I'm going to learn these 12 steps on how to run like a good network marketing company. Like, I'm going to get really good at selling stuff. And I learned instead how to live a deeply transformed life. I learned how to... Shh. Awesome. Let me finish, please. Can I please finish? I just want to finish. Yes?
The show is the...
Okay, come back later. So, yeah, I signed up for a life coach thinking I was going to learn some 12 steps about how to, like, transform my business and how to earn a six-pack on the way and how to, like, how to do really well at network marketing or something. Instead, I got my life back. A life I didn't even know existed. I didn't know I could live a happy life. I didn't know I could have deep, powerful conversation with my husband. I didn't know I could transform the way that I interact with my mom. I didn't know that me being triggered by what my mother said was actually a choice. I didn't know that I could do something that was aligned with my soul purpose and make money doing it. Like, I had no idea. I had no idea that I would love doing this so much. I had no idea that this was the thing I came here to do, was to be a life coach, because it is my soul's purpose. I had no idea. And you will find out all sorts of amazing things about yourself. You'll discover all sorts of strengths and the things that you are capable of. You'll have like transformation after transformation, and you'll just be astounded at what having a life coach does in your life. Like, you'll be floored, and and now when I hear stuff, and I don't even, like, I'm shocked about how I was before and how I am now. Like, here's a funny example. So I didn't know that I was an under earner. Like, I like giving stuff away all the time because I thought it was really noble and very, very kind and generous. And today I talked with a friend, and she just published a book. And I was looking at the book, it's like a certain amount of pages long and everything. And I was like, I wonder if I should buy this book, and then it's an ebook. And so then she emails me the book, and I was like, whoa, I didn't even get a chance to like buy the book yet. I was just going to ask her more about the book so I can understand the book. So like, it made me think so much of who I was, where I would just give my services away for free. And I didn't think they were worth anything. And I would start giving stuff away before people even had a chance to like decide if they wanted to like pay for my services. And I saw this. I was like, oh my gosh, she was me. Like, that's how I was. And like, if this happened like months ago before I had a life coach in my life, I would just be like, oh cool, I got a free book. That's so cool. But now I'm thinking, hey, why is she giving it away for free? I could have bought the book, and I probably would have bought the book, but she didn't even give me a chance to buy the book. In fact, she's an under earner, and I could help her with that. If she desires to have a life coach in her life, we can totally talk and dig into how she can live a powerful life where she can charge money and earn money for her products instead of giving everything away for free. I wouldn't know this. I wouldn't even realize this unless I had a life coach in my life. So having a life coach is utterly amazing, and you will be floored about the transformation that you can have and the life that you would have access to, and you will never be the same ever, ever, ever again. So if you're ready, you're at this point of your journey of your soul in this lifetime, and you are just ready to live a very powerful life. You're ready to shift into a different realm. You're ready to live into the life that you desire to create. You desire to live a deeply powerful, meaningful, fulfilling life where you can truly access who you truly are and live a joyful, fulfilling life. Not that there's anything wrong with your life right now, but what if you had access to all this? Like, it takes it up a notch. What if you had access to that? If you're ready and you're like, yes, that sounds great, let's talk. We can have a quick interview. We can have coffee. We can have lunch if you're local, and we'll talk. We'll see if I'm a good fit for you, if you're a good fit for me. And then we can start working together and start you on your journey to living a deeply transformed, powerful, fulfilling, meaningful life. One you've always imagined and knew that it existed. You just had no idea how you could live that way. Like, I didn't know I could even live that way. I kind of had an idea of how my life could be, but I really had no idea until I hired a life coach. And it's priceless. It really is. Can you imagine living that kind of life and that kind of power? Like, it's priceless. So, sending you love, light, and profound clarity and infinite possibility. I'm truly living a soul-aligned, soul-elevated life. And sending you lots of love. Happy Chinese New Year. Can you say Happy Chinese New Year, Austin?
Happy Chinese New Year.
You want to stand on the chair?
Mama, why are you taking so long?
I'm almost finished. Stand on the chair and say Happy Chinese New Year.
Happy Chinese New Year.
You over there with Big? Here's you living a truly soul-elevated life, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Now you're done filming?
I'm finished.
Alright, I get to use one of my phones. Now can you play with me?